Scentsy, all charitable events, team meetings, conventions, Mexico. Anyone? It was amazing, and it's completely changed my life. I'm definitely working my passion, and I was always told that if your job reflects your passion, then it's really not a job, and that's really what my life is about now. I want that for everyone else, especially my husband, Kurt. He's in the audience today.
Kudos!
His passion, other than Scentsy, of course, is fishing. Kurt loves to fish. He would love to one day become a fishing guide. And in order to do that, you really must master your technique. He ties his flies, is always checking the current fishing reports and weather reports, and is always talking to other fishermen to get new tips and help him reach his goals. That's kind of where this training and the fishing training came from. He's always saying, Christie, when you have a recruit on the end of your line, like a fish, you don't want to just yank the hook right out of that fish's mouth. You want to be firm and calm and patient and reel in that recruit. My training with Scentsy has kind of evolved through a few different stages. One of my fishing trainings, I refer to different recruits as different types of fish. I might have called a few of you a trout. I'm not sure, can't remember. Recruiting for me, it made me realize that I was becoming a fishing guide in my own business. And I had a lot of questions that came to my mind. One was, how was I going to be a good leader? How was I going to continue to recruit and catch those new team members? And when would I need to call in my guide or leader for help? And I decided that in order to be a good guide, like any good fisherman, I would need to master my technique. And how do you do that? Well, I came up with 3 different ideas and 3 different fishing methods that will help us catch our new recruits. So our first fishing method is fly fishing. Fly fishing is a method of fishing where an artificial fly is used to catch fish. In order to be a master fly fisherman, you must read your fishing reports. And what does that mean? It really means that you need to read your policies and procedures, and you need to know them. They change all the time, and we need to do the same. We need to roll with it, and we need to know all of those. It's a good idea to follow Scentsy on Facebook and share all of the incredible opportunities and monthly promotions that happen with Scentsy every single month. There are key points to becoming a successful fly fisherman. One is you'll want to match your hatch. We will use different bait during different times of the year depending on the season. And our bait with Scentsy is also ever changing and evolving. So we need to do the same. Bring Back My Bar, Bunny Holiday, 10% off transition months. This is all of our seasonal bait, and we need to use it. It's always a good idea to make your own samples, like tying flies. Put love into your work, and the benefits will be great. And it will also continue to attract those big fish and keep them coming back for more. The second key point to becoming a successful fly fisherman or recruiter is 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So this is 2 points where your rod tip ends during a certain cast. For you, it might not be 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, but you'll want to pick 2 times, at least 2 times in your day, where you do something for your business and try to get a new recruit. Stick with it, master your craft, become an expert, and you will make your catch of the day. Call in your guide if you need help. If your director's not available, call consultant support. They are here at no cost. Fishing guides are expensive, and we get our training for free. So our next fishing method is shore and bobber fishing. So we're going to set up a lawn chair, hook up our bobber, and set up our own open house. You can do this on your terms, on your time, and your way. Every single person who comes to your open house is a potential recruit, or they know someone in their lives who would like to make some extra money. Having an open house is an amazing way to introduce your neighbors to your Scentsy business, and always treat every single person like the big catch. So moving on to bigger waters. You might now be ready to hop in your raft or paddle tease them with a picture of the next warmer of the month, or give them a Velada or Gracie catalog. Maybe all they did was snatch up your bait and walk away. At one time, I was doing a show in Pittsburgh in January. It was a dead show. I wasn't selling a thing, but I didn't let it affect me. I switched my pitch and I started recruiting. A girl walked away from my booth taking a honey pear cider sample. She put it in her purse. A month later, she called me and said that that sample still smelled amazing and she was ready to join my team with no purchase necessary, even if you sell nothing. Maybe you did not land them on your initial cast. That's all right. Let them nibble, waiting for the next hook and bait you dangle in front of them. So moving on to bigger waters, you might now be ready to purchase a fishing boat or yacht and book a home show or seasonal bazaar. This is a great way to fish those unknown waters and catch those exotic fish out in the middle of the water. Our success is not based on whether we buy a boat or book a show, but it can improve our odds if we know how to set the hook. If you do not have money to book a home show or bazaar, charter one. Go in with other consultants, share the cost, share the booth. Ask your director if there's a show that you can go and help at for an hour or two, just to get that experience. Or if anything, just attend a home show. Go see how some other consultant does it. Like tips from other fishermen, this can be key to our success. Okay, something to remember. We always want to use live bait, and you be that live bait. Call these potential recruits, follow up with them, and make sure that they know that you are here for them. They might be squirming like worms, but they will attract the big fish. Something else to remember, always be chumming. Chumming is a practice of luring fish by throwing fish parts into the water to help attract other fish. So heads up, because I'm actually going to chum. Stick that in your Velada. Okay. Chumming is not allowed in certain parts of the world, so make sure you get permission. Even if you want to put your sample up on a bulletin board in a coffee shop, make sure you ask. That might be a great way to start up that initial conversation about your business. And what is in our Scentsy family chum bucket? Well, I have one. I think it's our scent samples, Gracie catalogs, scent of the month flyers, anything with your name and website out there. I do something on my business card. I say, start your business for $99. It's a key statement, it's attention grabbing, and I feel if you put it everywhere, it will help you recruit in your business. Okay, so our next fishing method is trolling. Trolling is a method of fishing where one or more lines are baited with a lure and drawn through the water by a boat or by reeling. Let's remember while trolling to continue to chum. Keep your name and website out there. I leave my samples everywhere, even on the sinks in the bathrooms. I guess that makes me a bottom feeder. I'm not exactly sure, but I literally leave them everywhere. So how will we catch those recruits by trolling? We're going to use a lure. I love this word, and I looked it up on Wikipedia. It had many definitions, but one that really stuck out to me was, when a lure is cast, it is continuously cast out and retrieved. Not just once, but many, many times. I continue to break down this word to show how lure relates to recruiting, and this is what I came up with. L, listen, don't spook the fish. How will Scentsy fit into their lives? Is it just a buy for their friends and family? Then the bait for them will be that they can buy from themselves and they don't have to go through another consultant. So make sure you listen. U, understand. Understand your business, know those answers when they call you. Again, some people just want to know that you're there for them and you be that person. R, recruit. Recruit your family. I have very special relationships with certain people in my family who I've recruited. And recruit your friends for the same reason. You will really bond with them in ways that you'll never know. And E, everyone. Do not miss an opportunity to tell everyone about this business. even if it is not for them, there's probably somebody in their lives who they know that Scentsy will fit into their lives, and most likely they do. So, who is ready to fish? Yeah, baby! So we've discussed how to become a master of your technique by tying your own flies, making your own samples, and becoming an expert in your business. We discussed how to recruit in different environments. We're going to go shore fishing and host our open house. We will get into a raft or paddle boat and have a home party. And never forget to use live bait and always continue to chum. We talked about how to troll and catch those new team members by luring them, by listening, understanding, recruiting everyone. Fishing, like recruiting, is going to have its good days and bad days. If you had a bad day of fishing, what would you do? You're gonna move. If this fishing hole doesn't work, go down to the other side of the lake or go down the river. Don't quit because you did not get a bite all day. When fishing and recruiting, you can change your bait, you can change your location, or just try again another day. A bad day of fishing might not be a bad day after all. When you focus on the next cast and quit worrying about the last one, that is when you will improve your outcome. That fish that got away today will be waiting in that pond tomorrow for the next person to dangle that hook and bait. Let's all now focus on having a good day of fishing, signing on a new recruit. One of the most amazing things